Welcome to St. John's softball field where they're just recognizing the lone senior, Joanne Wall. The game will begin momentarily, and we'll be bringing it to you, Loft Legacy Team Productions. And it will be a Hancock production of the Legacy Team Productions today. But while we're waiting, I'll just give you a quick message from Judge.
Welcome to another Legacy Teen Production broadcast. My name is Judge Mike Latham. We founded Legacy Teen Productions in 2020 as one of the many proactive youth engagement programs that are part of our Legacy Teen Centers. Our goal was to provide high school students with the opportunity to learn about video production, editing, camera operation, and live streaming. Each broadcast is filmed and produced by local high school students and mentors from the Loft Legacy Teen Centers. These broadcasts highlight the athletic skills and talents of our local youth and provide friends and relatives across the world the opportunity to watch our youth compete and perform. These broadcasts would not be possible without the dedication of our Loft mentors, Paul Hancock and Victor Chavez, as well as our amazing volunteer announcers and student camera crews. On behalf of Legacy Teen Productions, we hope you enjoy the broadcast. We hope you're enjoying today's Legacy Teen Production broadcast. Legacy Teen Productions is one of many proactive youth engagement programs that are part of our Legacy Teen Centers. We created the first Legacy Teen Center, The Loft, in St. John's, Arizona, in 2017 to provide local high school students with a free, safe, positive, fun place where they could gather together outside of school. The Loft has musical instruments, free guitar lessons, computer access with high-speed internet, video games, art supplies, pool tables, ping pong, air hockey, a recording studio with audio editing equipment, video production equipment, a kitchen, cooking classes, and much more. The Loft also hosts dances, parties, summer outdoor hikes, special events, and much more. We are planning to open our second Legacy Teen Center in Round Valley this spring, The Lodge. The goal of the Legacy Teen Centers is to proactively engage with our youth, provide them resources to learn new skills, build a stronger sense of belonging and personal connections, and hopefully spark inspiration and passion in their lives. I wanted to thank Paul Hancock, Victor Chavez, Hannah Wilkinson, and the Gwynns for making the Loft program successful. Big thank you to Judge Butch Gennels for teaching free guitar lessons each week. And finally, we are grateful to the Apache County leadership, local school officials, and the St. John's community for your support. We hope you enjoy the rest of the Legacy Teen Production broadcast.
Sorry about that. I forgot to return us off of mute. And a drive down over to the left fielder's head. Hannah Birch bringing the ball in, gets the ball to third base. Then Blue Ridge is able to plate 2 on the double.
Now St. John's is going to take a timeout and discussing their pitcher and catcher.
It's a great opportunity to come in, calm down Ashton a little bit. Blue Ridge is able to have loaded the bases. They've cleared off the bases. I was trying to fix my technical difficulty, which more was an operator error difficulty. So I've forgotten how many runs they've scored at this point. I know it was 5-4 coming in to this inning, but I think they've gotten at least 4 or 5 runs, Kale. So it's probably 9-10-4 at this point.
Probably.
So coach goes off. Ashton's back up. Do they have any outs, Kale? I can't remember that either.
Neither can I.
Oh, they do have an out. Ashton did get a strikeout. Ball hit up the center. And the throw to Joanne Wall. Throws it to the pitcher who was unable to turn and get the runner, so they're able to play another runner. So it's 10 or 11-4 at this point, I believe. And another drive to Joanne Wall, who's able to field it, throws it in, and tries to get the runner back at first, but she's able to get back in time. I believe we have 2 outs now. And the pitch. A drive. And that's to Chantel. Chantel comes up firing, guns that ball across the infield, and is able to get the runner out at first base, retiring the Lady Yellow Jackets. But not before the Lady Jackets are able to plate a few runs. As soon as I can get the score to you, I will as well. Are we in the bottom of the 4th, Kale?
Yeah, I believe so.
That was a great inning by the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. They were able to get some hits. Ball was able to find some green grass, plate some runs, and have some success. At this point, you just want to see the Lady Redskins come back in, keep their spirits high, keep their confidence going. They've been able to hit the ball well, and you want them to come out and start hitting the ball again and go right back to it. Start digging at that lead a little bit. Start getting it 1 run at a time. As the pitcher still warming up, catcher still putting on the catcher's equipment, which, Kale, this is right here is the prime reason that we have the courtesy runner rule for the pitcher and catcher. They get on base, you put a courtesy runner in for them, they're able to be ready to go and keep the game flow moving. It's a great rule by the Federation that's able to help the game go along. Sometimes you don't want to see it happen, though, because maybe your pitcher, maybe your catcher is one of your better athletes on your team, and you want them running the bases because you need that on the base path.
Yes.
So pitcher taking their last warm-up pitch. And the batter is coming into the box. And this looks like it's number 20, Darcy, I believe. Looks like Chantel's on deck. And here's an opportunity. Oh, with a little bit of a swinging bunt. Foul ball, almost to the visiting dugout on the first baseline. And the pitch looked and called third strike right at the bottom of the strike zone. First pitch is a ball. Pitcher winds up, brings the pitch just a bit low. Batter has an open stance. In the Kale, the open stance is where they take their lead foot and they have it more towards the back of the box so they can see the pitch better. Bounced right back to the pitcher, fields her position, throws it to first base, gets the out, and that retires number 2, Chantel Perry. Now Kim is up to bat. 2 outs, bottom of 4. And the pitch swung and just missed. May have foul tipped that one. Pitch, oh, right middle of the strike zone, just missed again. Looks like Kim's seeing the ball well, just barely missing those pitches. She gets those, it's a very hard hit ball. And pitch just high. I believe that's 1 ball, 2 strikes. What I've learned is I need to let Kale run this more and there'll be less mistakes.
Oh, okay.
No, I'd make way more mistakes.
So that shows you how much we really appreciate Victor Chavez and what he does to keep this going. We have a little dribbler down the first base, down the third base line, and Kim is able to beat that out just barely. Great hustle by Kim to start the little bit of a rally that we need right here. 2 outs, bottom of 4. Joanne up to bat.
So apparently when I stepped away, we had Blue Ridge score a few.
Blue Ridge is able to have played a few runs. I'm not sure what the score is. I've reached out to try to get a score for us. Pitch is just inside, and I have not heard back yet, but I think they were able to get quite a few because they had the bases loaded at one point, cleared it off, got a couple more back on. So just some hard hit balls. You'd like to see Joanne continue this little rally right here and get a base hit. Again, Joanne's got the power. If that ball's put where she wants it, she has the power to easily plate 2 right now. But you'd like to see her just get a base hit, move the runner over to third. First to third is a lot easy. It's a pretty easy move to make if you can get the ball into the outfield.
Just get runners on base. That's your goal. Runners on base.
Yep. Go station to station, work them over.
Baby steps.
You know, right now Joanne's doing a great job making the pitcher work. Seeing a lot of pitches. The more pitches the batter sees, the more likely they are to get the base hit.
The umpire doing a little cleanup there.
I think next year when I go, I'm going to have a dustbuster with me like they did on the one movie. Try out some of his strike moves. Pitch down the middle.
Beautiful pitch.
For a strike. Looks like we have a 2 ball, 2 strike count. At this point, Joanne's got to be protecting the plate a little bit, but looking for that pitch to drive as well. She fouls that one to the backstop.
Got a piece of it. Straighten that out. Got a lot of power behind that.
just a bit low. Joanne throws the bat in disgust because, you know, she just wants to hit the ball. She does not like to walk.
We have runners on base, first and second.
First and second for Olivia, who's hit the ball well today.
She has.
So, again, you know, have faith in your teammates. You have Olivia up to bat now. Ashton's in the hole, on deck batter. Marissa's in the hole. They've all hit the ball well and been able to contribute to the scoring today. So, love to see Olivia get a hold of one right here. If Olivia can put one to the plate with Joanne's speed, you're going to get 2 runs. That ball's fouled down the third base line. And now we have Trishelle Johnson, the strikeout queen, down on the fence trying to talk a little trash up here.
Talking trash like I don't know what I'm doing.
You know what?
Which might be partially true, but
Trishelle's mom would pay me to be emphatic on her strike threes. And the pitch, pop up, but gets back and out of play behind the catcher. Battling pitches off. Again, the more pitches they see, the more likely we're going to get a base hit. Base hit's going to play at least one right here, Kale.
Yes.
As long as it finds grass. Get a base hit on the ground-field grass, you should be able to plate one. Oh, that ball close, but just inside. Great eye.
that was I thought that might have been a strike, but
That's one of those pitches that you just hold your breath because it's right there. You don't want to see her take a called third strike at this point, and you're hoping that she's seeing the ball as well as she is. So great job there. That's pop up down the first base line, just outside the first baseman's reach. And foul ball.
runners return to their bases on first and second.
Not sure what the count is. I know we have 2 strikes. Pitch. Oh, a little bit of a change up and fooled Olivia and gets the strikeout swinging.
She did go down swinging.
Great pitch. That was a great pitch by the pitcher. Changing speeds, just wasn't ready for it and swung over the top of the ball. While we're between these innings, we'll have a quick message from Judge Latham.
Welcome to another Legacy Teen Production broadcast. My name is Judge Mike Latham. We founded Legacy Teen Productions in 2020 as one of the many proactive youth engagement programs that are part of our Legacy Teen Centers. Our goal was to provide high school students with the opportunity to learn about video production, editing, camera operation, and live streaming. Each broadcast is filmed and produced by local high school students and mentors from the Loft Legacy Teen Centers. These broadcasts highlight the athletic skills and talents of our local youth and provide friends and relatives across the world the opportunity to watch our youth compete and perform. These broadcasts would not be possible without the dedication of our Loft mentors, Paul Hancock and Victor Chavez, as well as our amazing volunteers, announcers, and student camera crews. On behalf of Legacy Teen Productions, we hope you enjoy the broadcast.
And we're back.
Here at the top of the 5th. Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets up to bat. That ever-present wind picking up again.
We have a drive to center field. Joanne Wall camps underneath it, makes an easy play.
One out. Again, Joanne is our only senior on this team of the St. John's Redskins. She has played all 4 years in 3 sports: volleyball, basketball, and softball. Great athlete, great young woman.
Yeah, Joanne's been a great athlete for the St. John's Lady Redskin teams, but as great of an athlete she is, she's every bit of that as good of a person. So she's going to be dearly missed.
She will. She's been a great leader too on these teams that she's played on. She's always been very positive. She gets very excited. I've seen her in volleyball and jump up and down, and not in celebration of herself, but often in celebration of her teammates.
Yeah, she supports her teammates extremely well. So, like you said, great leader, and great leaders support their team. So
she's been a great mentor too. I know on the volleyball team she had a freshman.
And pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed by Jordan Murchison.
Easy out.
For out number 2, I believe, of this inning. First out was the fly ball to Joanne. Now we're back to the number 1 hitter, Kaylee Ricks. But Joanne, agreed, she's definitely going to be missed. She was a tough competitor, hard worker, tough-nosed kid. So wish her all the best. I believe she's going to Eastern Arizona next year. She has family down in the Gila Valley. And we have a pop-up that's going to be here to the right fielder. She's able to slide in, and that ball just lands between the second baseman and the right fielder.
I don't know if the wind had a part in that.
It probably would have been hit to the second baseman, and the wind just pushed it a little bit too far. Right fielder was a little bit too far back, so tough play.
Ended up being perfect placement for Blue Ridge.
The ball hit to the shortstop just past Chantel's outstretched glove. Ball comes in, play at third base, just doesn't get her. Great slide.
That was great throw in by Joanne Wall to Chantel, to our third baseman. Just didn't get there in time. So Blue Ridge has runners on second, third.
Second, third, 2 outs. And Anya Adams. Wait, she hits a drive.
That one's gone.
That is...
It almost hit my car.
I tell you, that one had windshield written all over it. So Anya hits a 3-run shot.
It might have hit my car.
Oh no.
It's okay.
We will send Blue Ridge the bill.
I think when you park back there, you assume the risk.
Absolutely. That ball was just driven. Obviously wind aided, but even without wind, that was a well-hit ball by Anya, and it plates 3, so that was going to be a home run regardless. Celeste Robertson comes in to talk to the pitcher, calm her down a little bit. She's probably quoting the one quote from one movie where it says that wouldn't have been out of a lot of parks, and the pitcher says name one, and they say Yellowstone. But that was just a well-hit ball. Ashton's doing a great job as pitching.
It's hard to pitch in wind, I can't imagine.
It's tough. And Blue Ridge is not a bad team. They're a very well-coached team. They just play in a super tough conference. And from what I saw, it looks like they're a bit young as well on max preps. So
yes, 2 young teams facing each other.
They'll be very competitive in the East in the next couple of years. So
we have the third out.
Ball hit to the third baseman. Easy throw across the way, and they get it out. But not before Blue Ridge plates 3. I think that might put us around 14-4. Which, if this is the 5th inning, and I think it is the 5th, if St. John's doesn't score any runs, this could be the last inning of this ball game. If I'm right on the score. I'm guessing on the score, though. I've reached out, and I haven't heard from anyone what the score is.
You hope that St. John's get some hits here. Continues this game, their last home game of this season.
Absolutely. You like to see the senior Joanne Wall finish her home softball career with a win, and a great comeback win against a very good Blue Ridge team would be a great way to finish it for her. And as great as she is in volleyball, as great as she is in basketball, softball is the love. It's her favorite sport. So coming up to plate this inning will be Ashton leading us off, Marissa on deck, and Brooke in the hole. I always wanted to say that since I was a Little League guy, and I'd hear John Barrows over there in the Holbrook Little League say that. I always thought that was the coolest thing.
In the hole?
In the hole.
I wish I knew where some of these sayings came from. There has to be.
Right? I mean, there's so many weird sayings in sports, but I mean, baseball's got a ridiculous amount of them.
On deck, in the hole. I wonder where the hole is.
It means you're on the dugout and you're the next person to be on deck.
Yes, but was there a literal hole? Is that where the saying came from?
Maybe they were in the hole of the dugout, and they called the door the hole.
That could be.
Yeah.
First pitch, a little bit high, ball one.
Plus, in the pros, the dugout is literally inside a hole.
You are right.
Pitch just inside, 2-0. Are you looking it up?
I am.
We're doing our Google research, and maybe Wikipedia will be able to help us out on this. Kale's blowing on his hands. Apparently 80 degrees is cold. And Ashton delivers a drive to the left fielder, who makes a great catch, retiring her. That had double written all over it, and it would have been a great start to this inning. So with Ashton being retired, Marissa's batting with Brooke on deck and Hannah in the hole. That was a great drive to left field by Ashton. She got that ball. She hit it well. Ashton swings at the first pitch and gets the ball just past the
Nice.
shortstop.
Runner on base.
And now we have one on with one out. And Brooke coming to the plate.
The term in the hole, according to sportslingo.com, most likely evolved from the boating term in the hold, referring to the cargo hold, which is a place prior to being on deck on a boat. So apparently those terms come from boating.
It's a nautical term.
And also in my reading on that site, the on-deck player can actually swing, where the player in the hole
Oh, a
can
nice drive.
merely watch the pitcher to see if they can gain an advantage as they watch.
Nice drive to left field by Brooke. We have runners at first and second, one out. Hannah is batting with Darcy on deck,
And Hannah has had some hits.
and Chantel in the hole.
In the hole.
You know, and right now on that play, Kale, you don't want to make any outs at third. You're in second base, you're in scoring position, so you don't want to make an out at third here. A little bit of a change of speed on that pitch.
Strike one to Hannah Burt.
Had Hannah swinging just over it. Kind of fooled her a little bit on that pitch. That's a good pitch by the Blue Ridge pitcher. Second pitch. Oh, caught the inside corner.
Strike two on Hannah Burt.
So 2 on, 1 out, 2 strikes on the batter. You'd like to see Hannah get on base right here. Start cutting into that lead again. The pitch. Oh, good pitch.
Foul
right at
ball.
the knees.
Battling, foul.
She battles it out of play. Great job. And the pitch. just
High.
a bit high.
Advances the runners with that errant pitch.
Ball was so high that catcher jumping with her glove extended was unable to put a glove on it. It goes to the backstop, moving up the runners to second and third with 1 out. Great opportunity for Hannah to put 2 in and make sure that we can get into the 6th inning. And the pitch, just inside, almost caught the knee. A lot of coaches are really on their player at that point, especially with 2 strikes on you. 1 pitch that close, roll with it, take it on the knee a little bit, get on first base. We need you on the bases. And the pitch, swung and missed.
Strikeout, Hannah Burt.
Darcy's on.
2 outs, 2 on.
Darcy's at the plate.
Bottom of the 5th.
Again, right here, we'd love to see Darcy be able to connect here, extend this inning, and hopefully extend the game for us. That pitch just a little bit low. You can tell by the reaction of the umpire, he was like almost calling it a strike, so you know it was just barely low in his judgment. Looking into the dugout, trying to get their sign. Walking to the plate, to the pitcher's plate. And the pitch, high. Here we have a play at the plate. Is she able to get there? Looks like she is under the tag. That puts the 5th run in for the Lady Redskins. Great hustle. Move the runner up to third base. We still have 1 on third.
That means if the score we think is right, then we will actually go into
I believe we're at a 9-run game at this point.
6th inning.
But I forgot to print out the scorecard thing, and I was going to teach Cale how to keep score, because that's something that Cale would love as much as he loves statistics. And the pitch. Foul ball. Darcy's back in the batter's box. Pitcher steps up to the pitcher's plate. Looks in. And the pitch.
Nice hit by
Swung.
Darcy.
Oh, goes between the third
Scores
baseman.
another one. Darcy makes it to first for a single and an RBI.
Kel, that's what they like to call a seeing-eye single, because it was able to avoid the third baseman and avoid the shortstop, make its way out into the left fielder, and she's able to get a single out of that.
That was a beautifully hit ball right there.
That's a great hit. Plating a run. I think that gives us an 8-run game. And it flips. Flips the batting order. Chantel's up to bat. Fouls the first one off straight back. You just want to see the Lady Redskins just continue to battle, continue to put the ball in play, and continue to work their bases. That ball's in the dirt. Cale's up here rubbing his hands on his
He thinks
leg.
it's the middle of winter up here.
It's like 70 degrees and he's freezing.
It's the wind. It's the wind chill.
Another ball bounces over the plate.
Into the dirt.
And the pitch. Oh, a drive to center field. Right to the center
Oh.
fielder, who's able to catch it and end the inning.
That was, she had power behind that.
That was a great hit.
Just right to the center fielder. And that'll take us to
I believe we're in the 6th inning now.
the top of the 6th. top of the 6th inning. Blue Ridge up to bat, and Ashton Crosby throws a beautiful strike across the plate right down the middle. Blue Ridge watched it. I'm not sure who's at bat. Watched it go by. Beautiful. Oh, strike 2. Ashton throwing well right now.
This should be Charisse Dazen.
Charisse is up again.
Because Natalie Muncie is on deck.
Strike 3.
Great pitch by
1, 2,
Ashton.
3 strikes by Ashton Crosby for strikeout for out number 1 in the top of the 6th.
You like to see Ashton bear down now. At this point, the Redskins can't give up any more runs, and they need to just continue to battle when they're on offense.
It'd be nice to see 3 up, 3 down right here, and we're starting off well with 1 up, 1 down.
This Blue Ridge team has shown that they can hit the ball well today. So a 3 up, 3 down inning is tough, but Ashton's done it once before, so she can do it
Yes.
again. Pitch from Ashton. Drive just in the hole between the first and second baseman.
And it goes past Marissa,
And it gets by Marissa, gets to the fence,
Joanne Wall.
and she's scooting
In.
into third. Throw to third is just too late. So a 1-out triple by Natalia, with Emily Cromwell batting. Pitch just high. And a drive to center field. That ball is
It's gone.
Ooh, that ball looked like it just missed a Van's windshield. 2-run home run by the Lady Yellow Jackets. Kale's down there chasing it. He was very worried. Caleb was very worried about his mother's car and being hit by a ball, so he had to go down and check on it and also look for a blanket because apparently whatever temperature it is today, it's just freezing.
It must be. I think he wants some hot chocolate and a blanket by the fire.
To those who don't know, Cale is older than he looks. He's an old soul, we call him. Him and my grandpa were like best friends, and I think they were the same.
I think they're around the same age.
And so Cale, it'd be 120 degrees, and Cale still want to be cuddled up in a blanket, hot chocolate. We have a drive to Chantel. Chantel picks it up, throws it to first base, gets the runner in time.
Yes.
And that was Terry Goklish.
Yes.
So now we have Jordan, the number 9 hitter, up to bat. I believe there's 2 outs. 2 runs have scored.
Okay.
And a strike. So 2 in, there's 2 outs. Ball hit to the second baseman who gets it, comes up firing, and is able to retire the runner at first base. And the Lady Redskins are able to go get into the dugout. They gave up 2 runs. So I think that might put us right there, that 9-10 run differential is again, and we need to see a big inning here by the Lady Redskins. If you're Blue Ridge, at this point you want to have a quick inning and hopefully put an end to the game. Get on the bus, go home. While we're warming up, we'll just have a quick message from Judge Latham that talks about Legacy Team Productions.
We hope you're enjoying today's Legacy Teen Production broadcast. Legacy Teen Productions is one of many proactive youth engagement programs that are part of our Legacy Teen Centers. We created the first Legacy Teen Center, The Loft, in St. John's, Arizona, in 2017 to provide local high school students with a free, safe, positive, fun place where they could gather together outside of school. The Loft has musical instruments, free guitar lessons, computer access with high-speed internet, video games, art supplies, pool tables, ping pong, air hockey, a recording studio with audio editing equipment, video production equipment, a kitchen, cooking classes, and much more. The loft also hosts dances, parties, summer outdoor hikes, special events, and much more. We are planning to open our second Legacy Teen Center in Round Valley this spring, the Lodge. The goal of the Legacy Teen
And we're back as the Lady Yellow Jackets finish their warm-up pitches.
We have Kim Lucero up to bat, I believe.
And Kim is up to bat. Rolls that ball just inside, just misses. And at this point, you know, the Lady Redskins need to figure out ways to get runners on the base and then get them over and get them in. So you'd like to see her maybe be a little bit slow on that roll, take it a little bit, and get on first base. That ball 2 bounces to the backstop. This is a great opportunity at this point of the order for the Lady Redskins to try to get a run across or two. You have your 2-3-4 hitter coming up. That ball.
Strike right down the middle.
And the pitch. Just a bit low.
I think that might be 3-1 on the count, or 1-3.
I believe we're 3-1.
I don't know which way to say it, umpire Paul.
3 balls, 1 strike.
So the ball's first.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is.
And ball 4. To be honest,
You know, I've watched enough baseball. You think that I would know that, the order.
I don't think I really truly learned the order until I started officiating. And then I was like, oh, left hand is the balls, right hand strikes.
Do you ever lose count back there?
Yes. We have a clicker, and there's sometimes that you miss. And so you have to ask the base umpire, and hopefully he's paying attention or she's paying attention, and they can help straighten you out a little bit.
And what if both of you guys aren't paying attention?
Then
And-
then Gayla Wall is back there.
Well, and then that's a good question, Kale, because then you do call time, and you go to the home book. Because the home book is normally your primary book, the official scorebook that you go to.
Speaking of Gayla Wall, we have Joanne Wall
Joanne Wall,
up to bat.
I believe that's 2 balls.
Again, Joanne Wall, our only senior on this team
Yep.
that we're celebrating today on our senior day night.
And if you look back behind the backstop, you can see the Wall family back there supporting her.
They have a lot of family here, a lot of family period, between
That's a strike at the knees.
her parents, the Palmer, Deanne Palmer Wall, and then her dad, Alan Wall. A lot of family support, both here at the game, and I'm sure there are some cheering her on at home. We hear that her grandparents, Mel and Adeline Palmer, are watching from the Gila Valley. in
Just
Jasper.
slow. 3-1 looks like. Yeah, the Wall Palmer family has been a great. Well, the Walls have been here in St. John's forever. The Palmers were here, and then they decided to go down and bless the Gila Valley with their presence, and then they decided to come back and help us out again
There
too.
was a nice bounce on that ball that allowed Joanne to get a single to first and advance Kim Lucero to second. So we have runners on first and second with
I believe Olivia's up, yes.
Olivia Wiltbank up to bat.
So we have runners at first and second with no outs, and Olivia up to bat. And Olivia's hit the ball well today. This one she fouls off.
She starts off hitting the ball again. It just goes foul.
And update: Deanne Wall thinks it's 15-6.
So 9 points.
So we have a 9-run differential, which 9 runs great because then we can get into the 7th inning. You like to see the Redskins get a few runs here, so they have a shot at it, making a big comeback in the 7th inning. Well, you'd like to see them push their way down into to the bottom, get to the bottom of the lineup here right now. Maybe even turn it over again. If you bat around, you're going to get a few runs.
Yes.
Just inside.
That was a great looking pitch going in.
So this has been, I know it's a 9-10 run differential right here, but it's been a really good ball game. The teams have been competitive. It just hasn't been the blowout that sometimes you do see on games that have this different run. But it's been a well played ball game. Both teams are battling. Both teams are being competitive. It's been fun. So we'd like to see Olivia get a hold of one here. Just misses that one and puts it foul.
Again, she's battling. She's hitting the ball. She's swinging. We just need to straighten it out and get an on-base hit here.
It's hard to see what the umpire signaled on that one, but we know there's 2 strikes. And the pitch, a little bit high. Ball 4, loads him up.
That'll walk the batter.
With Ashton.
Bases are loaded with our pitcher, Ashton Crosby, coming up to bat.
Well, last time up to bat, Ashton put a charge in the ball, but hit it right to the, I believe, the center fielder for the out. But she hit the ball very hard. You like to see her hit it again here. And the Blue Ridge coach comes out, wants to have a chat with his pitcher.
Little timeout here in the middle.
Trying to calm her down a little bit. Just say, hey, look, we got a little bit of a lead. Just relax and throw strikes. You'll be okay.
You know, they call it the pitcher's mound, but it doesn't look like much of a mound here in softball.
No, in softball, it's obviously it's flat. It's a pitcher's plate, and they have a pitcher's circle. So in softball, we call it the pitcher's circle.
Not the mound.
Not the mound. And there's an important notation about the pitcher's circle, too. Once the pitcher has the ball in their possession in the circle, the batters or the runners are pretty much, they have to stay where they are. If they're in between bases, they have to make a decision and go one way or the other. If they kind of dance around a little bit, it's an automatic out.
Oh, that is interesting.
And Ashton drives it right to the pitcher, throws it to first. First baseman misses it, and we get a run. And we have a second run coming in, head first slide. And Joanne Wall safe. So we have runners at first and third with 1 out. 2 runs have scored.
And that's why you run through the base, because you never know what's going to happen. Ashton Crosby ran through, error on the first baseman, and she is able to make it to first.
So first, third, no outs. Pinch runner comes in. Great job by Ashton hustling. You know, a lot of times you'll see someone hit the ball. You'll see people hit a ball like that and say, "Oh man, I'm out," and they don't hustle down. But even in the pros, you see them drop balls. So to see the hustle like that, get down there, she was able to get 2 runs.
And that's why I said you always run through.
And a drive that just bounces over the third base bag.
And another run will score.
Another run score. Runner goes from first to third. That courtesy runner was a great call. Getting a little bit of speed on the bases. Now we have runners.
Double.
You have runners at second and third. I believe there's still no outs.
And that is a double by, who was that batter?
That would have been Marissa.
Marissa got a double.
Now it should be Brooke up with Hannah.
Brooke up, who's had some great hits today. Hannah's on deck. And that is the bottom of the order, I believe.
Fouled straight back.
Chantel would be in the hole, if that is the...
That would be correct.
That's the correct terminology.
Yes, I was just wondering about my order of batters, but apparently I do pay attention.
Yes, you do.
You know.
And those who know our little family know that I officiate like every sport, but Suzanne knows everything about all the sports.
I do not know everything. I was just going to say earlier, it's good to have a novice up here, so then people can learn about things like the softball not being a mound, but being a circle, which I probably have not noticed in all my years of watching St. John's softball games.
Another foul ball.
Yeah, I've just barely noticed it today.
So I'm not the only novice. Paul would be the expert.
I just know the rules. I don't know the game.
I am a fan of the sports, a fan of the St. John's Redskins. Have been a fan for years and a spectator.
Well, and it runs in your family with your grandma, Baca.
Yes, I like to think I'm carrying on her legacy. She supported the Redskins for years, even after her kids and grandkids were no longer playing. My grandma Baca could be seen at football games, basketball games.
Swinging strike. But it gets to the backstop, a run scores, and the batter gets to first base. So again, runners at first and third. I believe there are no outs. Another run scores.
Coach Leslie Nielsen over there with the muscle movement to her players, encouraging and applauding their batting and hitting that is going on right now. You know, and this is what I was waiting for. Like I said, St. John's, when they get their bats going, they are on fire.
When you like to see the hustle, the runner takes off, no throw. So we have runners at second and third.
And this team is known for their aggressive base running.
And Hannah's at bat now. That was Brooke previously. So we have Hannah at bat, Brooke, Hannah at bat, Darcy on deck, Chantel in the hole.
That is right. So I was a little off on my order.
I was confused at where I was. I'm trying to read it off of an iPad, and with the sun the way it is, it's kind of hard to see. So we're trying to set up today, and we were unable to go down and get a copy of the lineups, which would have been a lot easier for us to keep track of. So we apologize, but it took us a little bit longer without Victor around. Victor's the master at all this stuff. He's able to get it set up rather quickly. He knows how it's done exactly. I'm the novice at it. I've done it a few times. Kale's going to be probably the greatest one at it by the time he's a senior, if he continues working with Legacy Team Productions.
We're playing on it.
That ball looked a little bit high and inside, but it was called for a strike.
You're right.
That's okay. That's why they give you 3. So you'd like to see a nice little drive right here and try to play another run.
Another strike.
That ball right there. That one's right at the top of the strike zone, looks like. So I'm not sure how many balls, but we at least have 2 strikes now. Now Hannah needs to battle and just keep battling until she finds a pitch that she likes. That ball a little bit low.
And the dirt.
And walks her.
And that will be bases loaded.
Bases loaded for Darcy with no outs, I believe.
Darcy Cox is a freshman.
This is a great opportunity and a great time for a freshman to grow up a little bit. Bases loaded. You're trying to battle back in this game. There's a little bit of pressure on her, but it's not the greatest of pressure. So now she can have an opportunity to have some success and grow.
And her mom running down to see her daughter.
Running down to support her and give great words of encouragement and video it. And it's a pop-up, just foul.
Got a piece of that. Battling, swinging right away, hitting the ball.
Got hit right in there.
Yeah, this is where it gets exciting.
Absolutely. This is when you love to watch these games right here, right now. And you see a freshman. It's fun to see it. Oh, she takes that one on the backside.
That'll walk in a run.
That right there is a hard-earned RBI. But now you've flipped the batting order. Number 9 batter's on first base. Your number 1 hitter, Chantel Perry, who's a great hitter, is at the plate. Bases are loaded, and so we've almost batted around. I think this is the 9th hitter of this inning. And Chantel's hit the ball hard today. And she gets a drive right to the shortstop. Oh, and she gets the tag at second. So we have a double play.
Oh.
That was a well-hit ball, but just the bad luck of that hit right to the shortstop, to where the
And we have a
Leslie's questioning the call. Official's like, nope, there clearly was a tag. I had a great angle. So now there's 2 down. Runners at first and third.
with Kim Lucero up to bat.
And I believe Kim started us off this inning.
I believe so.
So a great hit here, an opportunity for an RBI, possibly 2, depending on where it goes. Oh, hit right to the shortstop, who was playing to second base. They were expecting the runner to run on that one. So they're playing, which put them right in the position for the ball. But not before the Redskins were able to get a few runs. And I believe this is the top of 7th inning.
Yes, that was the bottom of the 6th. And the score now would be?
I do not know. So if anyone knows the score, go ahead and type it up in there on our YouTube page, and we'll give it to everybody else.
You know, with 3 of us up here, you'd think that one of us would be able to keep track of that.
Why are you looking at me?
You know, we tried to get Cale to run down while he was checking on the ball to see if he would see what the score was, but apparently he was too busy.
I forgot, okay?
It does look like the scoreboard is off, so we would not be able to tell. And I think they've had some issues with some of the scoreboard equipment.
Yes, they have.
So I know Mr. Bradshaw has tried really hard, and the schools have tried really hard to upgrade all the athletic equipment stuff, the scoreboards, and you know, for some reason the one that they've got for here, that they've received for here, it's just not working the way it should be. So they're pretty frustrated with it. But one thing I'd like to point out is, like, if you look up here, last week we did games and the fields were pretty yellow, but today there's a lot of green in front of us. The fields are coming along really nicely. Nelson Davis and his crew have been amazing with the way that they take care of these fields. And let's see, Kai 22 is asking what the score is. Kai, we're trying to figure out what the score is. We've sent some texts, but you know, some of the people that we've sent texts to, their parents, they're really watching their kids, so you know, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. We have a hit up to Ashton. Ashton comes up firing, gets the runner at first base. Great play by Ashton.
Yes.
Cale happily says yes. I'm pretty sure you could hear that.
I had it on mute.
It's in his blood, as Suzanne was talking about it. Her grandma Baca was a huge Redskin fan. Cale's a huge Redskin fan, so he comes by it naturally.
Yes, I do.
We have some great video of him celebrating when the Cardinals actually win.
Usually,
The Arizona Cardinals.
usually it's a rarity, but this year, about the same amount of times they won, they lost.
And now we have a runner on first base with number 4. Anya Adams is on first base with Jessica Wallace to bat. 1 down. This is the time again, we talked about last inning. Ashton needs to just bear down and get 2 more outs and, you know, get the Lady Redskins back in the dugout and trying to go. I just got an update from Deanne Wall. It's 14-11 is the official score.
Oh,
14 to
11.
That is a
Whoa.
close one.
So it's 14-11. Redskins are down 3 runs.
St. John's Lady Redskins needs to make a stop here. With already 1 out. That was ball 1, I believe. Ball. I think the count is 2-0 and
Oh, a great throw.
safe.
Oh.
That was a great throw. Great catch, great tag, but the runner just barely beat that one.
Just barely.
It was so close the official had to wait for the dust to clear to try to see what had happened. It looked like she did beat it in. And a walk. So now we have number 10,
Runners on first and second.
Daly Reed. Oh,
Strike.
with
Thrown by
strike.
Ashton.
Count is 0-1 with 1 out.
Right here, you'd love to see the Lady Redskins get an out. A double play here would be best. Get back in the dugout and keep attacking that lead. Great pitch by Ashton, just outside.
That makes the count 2-1. Scores 14-11. Am I right?
That's
14-11.
Last we heard, buddy. Ashton nibbling away at the plate, trying to get her to chase a bad pitch. Sometimes you get them to chase a bad pitch, you get an easy ground out. So she needs to come across here with a great pitch. Just a bit high. Loads the bases with 1 out. With Jessica Wallace to the plate, bases loaded. And the pitch. Batted down. No one covering the plate. The catcher should have stayed on the plate on that one and allow Ashton to field it and get the force out at home. So 15-11 Blue Ridge as they plate 1 run. Bases still loaded. Oh, drive. Nice drive between second and third base.
16-11.
2 more runs score. Running first and second, 2 out. That was a great hit by Jessica. Just drove that into left field.
That was a great hit.
Absolutely. Daly Reed to bat. No, that was Natalia. So now it's Emily to bat.
6-point game, I believe. 17-11.
That ball just a bit high.
A little high there.
Just low. You know, that's one thing that Blue Ridge has done today. You know, they obviously had a great first inning. St. John's battles back, gets it close. And then Blue Ridge comes back in, has another great inning. And then St. John's battles back, gets it close again, and now here they are. They've plated 3, they've reloaded the bases on that walk. So with 1 out, you know, they're primed again for another big inning. At this point, you know, you'd like to see Ashton be able to get the ball into the zone and let her defense make some plays.
You know, Ashton has been so consistent. There's a strike right there.
Yeah, Ashton's done a great job of pitching today. And like I said, what we've seen all year, she's done a great job. She's been consistently near the plate. Ball's hit to Chantel. Chantel picks it up, touches second base, and first base makes a great double play. That's the kind of play that you want as a Redskin, because now you make a great play. You take the momentum into the dugout. You're down 5-6 runs, and now it's your opportunity to get back in, take that momentum to your bats.
Well, I believe the score is 18-11 or 17-11.
I think 16, 17, 11. There's no runs scored on that one because the out was made at first base.
So it's 17-11.
The third out. So you like to see this momentum come in here, and the Lady Redskins continue to be excited and supporting each other, and they've done a great job of that today. They've been a fun team to watch today. Blue Ridge's been fun as well, and has played a great ball game.
It has been a great ball game today.
It's been very exciting to watch.
Some good hits on both sides.
Absolutely. Timely hits, timely hitting, timely pitching, great plays defensively. It's just been a great ball game, a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to be here. So Kale, how do you feel about this Legacy Teen Productions and what it gives and what it brings to our student and our youth here in St. John's?
Well, I love the opportunity to be here and offer this stream for people who cannot be here or are living somewhere else and cannot be. And I just think it's a wonderful opportunity to be here. And
have you learned anything by doing this?
yes.
What have you learned?
basically everything.
What can you do? I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. You hear Michael Whiting talking about, especially in basketball games and even football games, talks about Victor and the spaceship that he's flying. Can you explain a little bit of what goes on up here?
I'll gladly. So we have our own internet cable, so we can get internet and have like a TriCaster here, which like allows us to switch between stuff.
So the TriCaster allows you to switch between your cameras, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And with the TriCaster, it allows us to have other types of programming that we can put in there. So you can see that Kale switched a little bit.
We have, is this Joanne Wall up to bat?
I believe we are at Joanne. Maybe not. I think this is Joanne.
You know, the reason I say Joanne is because her uniform is always dirty.
I don't think there's a harder playing.
No. Her uniform every game.
And I'm talking any sport, male, female, she plays it hard and with reckless abandon.
Oh, what a beautiful hit by our senior Joanne Wall. It's back to the fence.
Just go for a second.
That'll be a double.
I tell you how
Joanne.
I tell you how aggressive Joanne is. You know, she rounds first base. The ball's in her sight. She rounds first base, and she's looking to go to third base. She wants to get to third.
And we have the Wall family back there showing their support.
We have a sign being placed up.
They are her siblings. She is the oldest of her siblings.
So we have Olivia up. Oh, pop up.
Pop up and caught by number 6.
Second baseman catches that one right in front of Joanne.
And that'll be one out for the
Standing on the
Redskins
bag.
with Ashton Crosby up to bat.
Go ahead and tell us, Cal, what you know.
Okay. So back, and then we have right here 2 cameras. One is the main one, which you see right now, and the other one is a small one you see in the box. Well, now both.
And that ball was bounced past the plate for a ball.
We have a little microphone set up here, which allows us to do it.
And we can mute when we need to sneeze, like Kale.
And a pitch down the middle of the plate for a strike.
And a play into third.
Safe.
Joanne Wall dives into third.
Who's surprised? Who's surprised that Joanne Wall decides I need to be on third base? And she takes it.
You know what? It's her senior night, her senior day. She's going to go out with everything she has.
Oh.
What a
drive.
beautiful hit. Oh.
2 outs.
That was
almost. She's going.
I tell you, what was interesting about that play, though, Kale, is Joanne forgot to tag up. She gets to third base. Ashton hits a drive to deep center field. Joanne forgets to tag up. Center fielder kind of nonchalantly tosses it to the shortstop, who's way out in the outfield. Joanne tags and takes off for home. That's the kind of player Joanne is. She's like, hey, I'll put you on my back. We're going to get there. And so she takes third and steals a run, basically. So gets the Redskins 1 run closer, but there's 2 down now as Marissa's up to bat. So, Kale, what's one of your favorite memories about this last year and a half that we've been doing Legacy Team Productions? You've worked with Michael Whiting. You've worked with Victor Chavez. Judge Latham has been with you on the cameras. I've helped you a little bit. Now you have your mother helping you. We have the Hancock Trio hosting Legacy Team Productions today. So what's been one of your favorite memories?
I don't know. I've had a lot of great memories doing all this, and it's just been so many great experiences I've had from this, and fly ball, and that
will end the game.
That's the ball game. I'm not sure what the final score was. We were at 14-11 at one point. Lady Redskins battled. They gave up a couple runs, so it's probably 16-11, 16-12, maybe might have been the final score. But a great senior day for Joanne Wall. She was able to do some great things. She showed off her senior leadership. She showed off her heart and how much she loves this game. Blue Ridge played a fantastic softball game, Kale.
Yes.
They show that they're a very good team. They play in the 3A East, a tough league, tough region. They've got some great teams in that league, so they show that they're tough. But the Lady Redskins show that they can battle, that they're going to be a reckoning force in the future. They've got the players to compete at their level, and it's a sad day for Joanne. Her last senior game here in St. John's ended up being a loss, but she had a great game.
Yes, she did.
So we appreciate all those who did watch. We had some shout-outs. Elliot Crosby pointed out it was 14-11, 15-6 bottom to 6. Kai22 wanted to shout out Case Udall and Kyron. We hope you guys enjoyed our Legacy Team Productions. This is the last home game of the spring sports. So we'll see. We're not sure exactly what's going to happen, where we're going to be. Monday we're going to live stream the choir concert. So we'll be doing that. I think Judge Latham and his wife are actually going to be doing that one for us. So we'll be there for that. It's been a great year for us as Legacy Team Productions. The school's been great to us. They've given us the internet, allowed us to show off both teams and the great kids that we have up here in the White Mountains. And we've been fortunate to be able to have this. We're grateful for Judge Latham and putting this program together and allowing us to be a part of it, and the neat things that we're able to do. Again, I think it was 16-11, 16-12 ball game. Great job by the Lady Yellow Jackets. Great job by the Lady Redskins. To all those who are traveling, be safe. Kale, do you have anything for us?
Nope, I don't have any much more. I'm Kale Hancock alongside Paul Hancock and Suzanne Hancock signing off. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys. Have a great evening, great afternoon. Get out of this wind and take care.